From Hobby Ideas. I'm here to share some DIY craft ideas for this Christmas season. I'm going to show you how to make a Santa Claus with a sledge and a reindeer. We are going to use super dough, which is a lightweight clay, non-messy clay. It does not stick onto your hands and comes in different bright, beautiful colors. So let's start making a Santa. This is a canvas, a small canvas which is in the size of 6 inches by 8 inches. So I have taken a canvas board and we are going to construct the Santa with a sledge and the reindeer on this. I have taken this red super dough and I am kneading it in my hands first to remove all the air gaps. Roll this nicely and we'll keep it on the OHP sheet. What I am going to do is I am going to make the sledge first. Let's take black super dough, knead it in your hand, and we are going to make coils with this. The coil can be even first and then we will roll it thinner. And then turn it slightly up. We'll make one more in the similar manner. Take this red clay. Take it in the size of a small lemon and roll it into a really thick coil which is about 4 inches long. And then press it flat. Yes, so we have a oval shape which is about 4.5 inches long and 2 inches wide. So we have this piece that we are going to use to make this clay, and let's take this roller and roll the clay on this. So this is going to be the back side of the we may have to give some support here or keep it bent little inside. We'll take this Fevicol bottle for the support and we'll keep it here till it dries for like 10 minutes. And then turn this up. Once this dries up a little, we will bend it outwards. Till then we can just support it using a bottle. I'm going to make a Santa now. So let's take red clay. We will need white. Take out some white super dough. So we have this red super dough. Remove a little for the face that we will mix with white to get a skin tone. Roll it nice round ball and then give it a slight oval shape. So this is going to be the body of Santa. This is going to be the torso and this part is going to be the legs. So we will leave this shape to this and let's make a face. So a nice fat stout shape that will form the Santa. Then we have this little clay that we have kept aside. We are going to mix white to red to make a pink color for the face. Mix very little red for a light pink shade. Stick it for the head. Let's make the jacket. So what we're going to do is, because the body is already red that we have done, we will just make the rim of the jacket, which is going to be a white fur. So we will use white super dough. You have to be careful when you're joining two parts when you're using super dough, because it sticks instantly. So you have to be really very careful. Let's take a center of this coil, take it at the back, and as I said, it gets stuck, so you have to be careful. Let's even it out, press it a bit, and this is how it will look from the front. Now we do the lower rim for the coat. Roll it into a coil. Now roll it as long as the circumference of the stomach. I take the center of the coil, put it here on the back side, and I roll it in the front, and from here as well in the front. And here we have flatten it from all the sides, and this is how it will look. We're going to make two hands. Let's take a small piece of super dough, two of them in equal quantities. We need to make two balls of clay which are same sized, and then roll it into a cone. So we can roll a small coil, roll it around your small finger first, and then, or you can directly just roll it like this. Let it go here at the bottom of the cone. This is one hand, and here we have these two hands going on two sides of the body. So now we make Santa's beard. We take little white. We also make Santa's mustaches. Let's make the mustaches first. Roll it into a coil. When I'm rolling it into a coil, it goes thin here and also thin on the ends. And I have a shape which is like a mustache. I'm going to stick it here, right in the center of the Santa. Let's narrow it a little further. So I have pressed this here to give a small dent. I'm going to take very little red clay to make the mouth of the Santa. So let's roll this small ball of clay into a nice round shape, and then you can roll it into a smiley kind of shape here, and we put it here. Press it nicely. Now we make the beard, which is just a triangle. Roll the clay and shape it into a nice triangular shape. Let the upper part be little curved, so then you can see the mouth of the Santa, which we have just stuck. And here it goes. We make two eyes using black clay, very tiny balls of clay. And so this is a tiny balls of black clay that I have used for the eyes, nose with red clay, or you can mix white and red to make the pink nose. You can shape it into a small triangle if you wish to, or you can leave it round as well. And there it goes. Let's have little white hair on the head. Just a thin coil because we don't need a lot of it. A cap is going to come on the hair, so just an indication of hair coming out from the cap, and a thin coil should be enough for that. So we're going to make a cap for the Santa. Let's take some clay, roll it into a nice round ball of clay, and with your thumb press it to form a small concave shape. Let's turn this slightly on one side, and we'll place this on Santa's head. Let's take little white super dough, roll it into a nice round ball of clay, and then stick it here. We are left with Santa's shoes, so we will use black super dough, make it into a conical shape, and then flatten it. Flatten it and place the Santa on it. We'll take this tool to draw a line here to demark the legs. And leave it to this. If the Santa is reclining back, we will add a small black coil behind to just uplift it. The next thing that we are going to make is a reindeer. So we have green super dough and we have red super dough, which is almost in equal quantities, and I'm going to mix it together to make a brown color. So we have this dark colored clay with us now, and we're going to make the reindeer. I'm going to remove little clay. This is going to be the body of the reindeer. I will need a small amount of super dough for the head. Before I start with the reindeer, I would like to pick up the Santa, and let's keep the Santa on the sledge. Before shaping, we have to make it into a nice round ball, so then the shaping becomes easier. Roll the body into a cylindrical shape. For the head, this is the head of the reindeer. Let's make 4 legs. 4 legs are going to be cylinders. They can be even cylinders, or you can make them slightly thicker on the lower end. And these 2 for the front. This one is for the tail, a small curvy tail. ears, which are made into a cone and then flatten into a leaf shape, and one on this side. Now we have to make the horns. So let's make coils. The coils can be a little uneven because the horns are thick and thin horns. So yes. So I have these horns coming from here. Stick them inside the ears, I mean the inner side of the ear, and horns. Let's make 2 eyes, one on this side and one exactly opposite on the other side. Let's have a small cut here for the mouth. It may also look a little smiley if you curve it upwards. And then we have one red, very small ball of red clay that is going to go on the tip of the reindeer's nose. And we have our reindeer ready. And this goes on here. This is your Santa with reindeer ready. You can keep it for decoration. You can have a small tea light lit here. For more craft ideas, visit us at www.hobbyideas.in.